Sarah Jarvis, lead instructor trainer for Merrithew, and this is Alex, who's an instructor for Merrithew as well. She's going to be helping me out today on the reformer. So today I'd like to discuss ways in which you, the instructor, can avoid getting injured while teaching your clients. We're going to talk about a few things that can create havoc on the body when done incorrectly over long periods of time. Okay, so we're going to start on the reformer today. So Alex is just going to come down onto her back. So the first thing I'd like to discuss is your position in relation to your client. Bending over clients can create stress or tension onto the neck and shoulders, put stress onto the lower and the upper back, but also contribute to poor posture. It's really important that we bring ourselves down to the level of our clients, and that can be done by sitting on a stability ball from here, okay? Sitting on an adjacent reformer, or alternatively, I can actually kneel beside my client, and this will make sure that we don't put strain or stress in unwanted areas, but also keep our good posture. All right, the second thing is changing spring tension, okay? We want to make sure that we're stabilizing through the scapula and the shoulder girdle while we are stretching the springs, but also being aware of our position in relation to the reformer. So I always want to think about getting down to the level of the reformer. I'm going to actually brace my arm against the edge of the reformer, stretch the spring, stabilize my upper body, and then place the spring into the gear bar. This will make sure that we're not straining up here or into the lower back, okay? We want to prevent that rounding forward and stretching the spring from here without stabilizing the shoulder girdle, okay? Spotting the carriage, okay? Come on up, Alex. When our clients are moving from a kneeling position or a standing position from side to side, we want to make sure that we're spotting the carriage. Now, when I'm doing this for a kneeling position or a standing position, I might use my foot to keep the carriage still. So when Alex moves from side to side, there with lighter spring tension, I want the carriage to stay put in place. I need to stabilize my body to make sure that it stays still, okay? Alternatively, when she comes off the equipment, I'm still stabilizing my body to keep the carriage still. If she were to come into a snake position, which is a little more precarious, I can bring myself down to the level of the reformer, stabilize my shoulder girdle, keep my body in that same position. As she comes up into that pike position, I want the carriage to stay still. As she moves through the exercise, I'm just going to move my body with her, and then as she comes right back up, again, making sure that I'm stabilizing my body to keep the carriage still. As she comes off the machine, making sure the carriage doesn't move so that I'm in a good position. Okay? Good. Fourth thing, lifting heavy props. Heavy props include the mat converter, our jump board, and our pro box. Okay? We want to make sure that we stabilize through the shoulder girdle, but also use the lower body when we're picking up props. Okay? So for example, if I was to lift up the jump board, I'm going to bend down, grab the jump board with both hands, stabilize the shoulders, bring it around, place it into the wooden platform, bring myself down to the level of the wooden platform as I tighten the star knobs. Okay? The last thing is just being aware of your surroundings overall. So the foot bar, the wooden platform, the feet of the reformer. We want to make sure that you don't stub your toe or hit your thigh. So just being aware of how close you are to the equipment at all times. Okay? When using the roll down bar or the push through bar, making sure you're not hovering over the bars while the client is using it to prevent any unwanted spring tension flying back at you, or them if they were to let go of the bar, it wouldn't hit you in the face, or when they're releasing the bars, it wouldn't hit you in the face. Okay? So hopefully those tips are really helpful so that you avoid getting injured and remain safe for long periods of time and teach for many, many